This is the video tutorial for the Row V hat. This is the one that I've already made. I am going to make the one in the tutorial a little bit different because I'm not happy with how long the ribbing is. I want it to be shorter, so I'm going to make this part longer and then a shorter ribbing. The ribbing comes last. This is worked top down. So you're going to need two different colors. I'm using white. I believe this is Red Heart Super Saver or some sort of equivalent like Big Twist, or I don't really get to the stores that sell Big Twist too often, so most likely this is Red Heart Super Saver. It may also be Mainstay. And then I'm going to use this one, which is Red Heart Super Saver. I'm just doing a black and white one. I thought that might kind of look cool. So let's see how it turns out. It's fun to experiment with color and to see how it turns out. So you'll take your first color. It can be whichever one you want. It doesn't matter. Oh, I should tell you, I am using a size K or a 10.5. I'm assuming that's millimeter, even though it doesn't say it. 10.5 crochet hook, or K. This is a Susan Bates. This was my Grammys. So I'm going to take the first one. I'll go through the first few rows with you, and then when the rows start getting big, what I'll do is I'll tell you in the beginning of the row what to do, pause it, do it, and then I'll come back at the end of the row just to save us some time and some boredom. Sometimes when you get a lot of stitches in a row, it can be like, okay, come on, let's get going. So that's the slip stitch. I'm going to chain 2, and I'm going to put 10 single crochets in the second chain from the hook. 1. You'll probably crochet faster than me. Whenever I do a crochet along with a video, I'm usually pausing it because they're going much faster than me. There's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now I'm going to take this, I did not join with the first one yet. I'm going to take the second color, make a loop. Those of you who change color are familiar with this. Now I'm going to go into the very first single crochet and draw a loop through. Okay, now we're ready for round 2. With the new color, I'm going to chain 1 and just do 2 single crochets in each stitch around. So that'll bring us to 20. This round was 10. This round should bring us to 20 single crochets. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. All right, now both should be connected. So now I did not attach with a slip stitch to the first one, but I will put the hook into the first stitch, draw up the second color. I'll pull tight with the first color. I'm going to chain one, and we're going to put one single crochet in each stitch around, but we're not going to put it directly in the stitch. I want you to watch where I'm going to put it. Look at the single crochet there. I'm kind of drawing it apart. We're going to go into this hole between the single crochets instead of the stitch like we're normally used to doing, not there, but into this hole here. And it might take a little bit of finessing. Draw through and do a single crochet. So this round will leave you with 20. Now do the same thing. Instead of going into the stitch, go into the middle of the single crochet here. All the way around, the same thing. From now on, when we do stitches, this is how we're going to work it. We're going to go right into the middle of the single crochet. That's going to bother me, so I'm going to quickly get scissors. I accidentally drew up a tail. I'm going to cut that because that will bother me. Okay, go into the next one. Again, it might take a little finagling. You could see why they look like little V's now. You can see a V right here and a V right here. Oops. All right, you know what? I am going to pause here while I finagle and come back at the end of the row. You can do the same. All right, I made it around, and that's 20 stitches. It's looking like a terrible eye right now. Probably just because of the color. I also loosened my stitches up a little bit. I had forgotten that it can get tight if you don't do that. So now you have, the colors are still attached in the back, both colors. I didn't attach to the first single crochet with a slip stitch, but I'm going to do that by, I'm sorry, this camera keeps going a little bit out of whack. I'm going to go into the first stitch, draw up the second color, pull tight with the old color, chain one. I'm going to tell you what to do just because I don't want to have you be tortured by the slowness of me going around. We're going to do 2 single crochets into the V of this single crochet. From now on, we're going into the single crochets like in this row. We're not going to use the regular stitches where we single crochet. 2 in the first one, 1 in the next, 2 in the next one, 1 in the next, and repeat that around, and that should bring you to 30 stitches. I'll come back when that's done. Okay, so I made it around. Sorry if it's not clear. There we go. I still have 2 pieces connected, so I'm going to go into the first single crochet, draw up the other color, pull the old color tight, chain 1. This round will be 1 single crochet in each of the middle parts of the half double crochet. You see where I went in through the single crochet? So you should end up with 30 stitches at the end of the round. Remember to try to keep them a little bit loose. That's hard for me. I'm not a tight crocheter, but they're definitely not loose stitches. So I have to get used to that. And you can kind of see how the pattern is turning out here. I'll come back after I've completed this row. All right, here's how it's looking. So for the next round, we're going to go to the other color, attach with a slip stitch to the first single crochet, pull tight, remember to crochet loosely, chain 1, and we're going to put 2 single crochets in the first stitch, 1 single crochet in the next 2 stitches. Two single if I've been saying half double crochets, forgive me, I mean single crochets. 2 single crochets in the next stitch, 1 single crochet in the next 2 stitches. We're going to follow this pattern around of doing 2 in the first stitch and then 1 in the next 2 stitches for single crochets. And when you come back around, you should have 40 single crochets in that round. So I will pause it here. You can pause it here. We'll finish the round and then come back. Okay, so here's how it looks. The next round, we're going to go with the black. And it will be 1 single crochet in each stitch around. We're still, and for the entire thing, going to be going into the single crochet, not where you normally crochet up here, but into the middle here. So this round will be 1 in each stitch around. We can pause it here and then come back when we've completed the row. Okay, we're at the end of the round. So I'm going to, with the white, slip stitch to attach to the first single crochet, pull the black tight, chain 1. We're going to put 2 single crochets. I think I did this round a little bit tighter than I wanted to. 2 single crochets in the first stitch, which is inside the previous row's single crochets. 1 single crochet in the next 3 stitches. 1, 2. I'll show you one more time and then we'll pause this and get to the end of the round. Yeah, I did these stitches a little bit tighter than I wanted to. 1, 2, 3. 2 single crochets in the next stitch. 1, 2, 1 single crochet in the next 3 stitches. When I get through these 3, I'm going to pause it and we'll come back. 1, 2, 3. Okay, follow that pattern around and then come back. Okay, made it around. So now we're going to go with the next color. For me, it's black. Slip stitch into the first single crochet, and if you've guessed it, you're going to chain 1 and put 1 single crochet in each of those spaces around. Oh, I did that one a little bit tight. I want to loosen it up. So let's pause here and then meet up at the end of the round. Okay, came around. So let's attach with our other color. For me, that's white. Pull the black tight. We're going to chain 1, put 2 single crochets in the first stitch, and then 1 single crochet in the next 4 stitches. I'll do that one more time to show you. 1, 2, 3, 4. So again, the pattern is 2 single crochets and then 1 single crochet in the next 4. So that's an increase of 2 in 1, and then 1 single crochet in the next 4. And we will continue that pattern all the way around. So I'll pause it once I get to 4. This is 3. I'll pause it, and then we can come back and take a look at the next round. Okay, we're back around to the beginning with your other color. We're going to slip stitch into that first single crochet, pull tight, and now it's going to be 1 single crochet in each around. I have to remember to crochet looser. I started getting tight again. Okay, we'll come back around when this round is finished. Okay, back around. Time to switch colors again. The pattern for this round will be to chain 1, 2 single crochets in the first stitch, 1 single crochet in the next 5 stitches. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we're going to continue that around. The next stitch will get 2 single crochets in it, and then 1 in the next 5. Continue that all the way around. I'll meet you back when we finish this row. Okay, back around again. Switch colors. This round will be chain 1 and 1 single crochet in each stitch around. We'll come back around after we've completed this one. Okay, we're back around. We're going to attach with the other color to the first single crochet. Pull tight, chain 1, 2 single crochets in the first stitch, 1 single crochet in the next 6 stitches. I'll go through the 6 and then we'll pause and meet up at the end of the row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then we're going to repeat around. It'll be 2 single crochets in the next stitch, 1 in the next or 1 in the next 6 stitches, 2 in 1 stitch, 1 in the next stitch, the rest of the way around. Okay, back around. We're going to join up with the other color. Pull that one tight. Chain 1, 1 single crochet in each stitch around. At this point, we are going to not do any more increases. So we will continue just putting 1 single crochet in each stitch around, alternating your colors, however way you would like to alternate your colors. I'm going to do it until it gets about halfway around my ears. And when we do that, I'll take the hat and we can measure it just so you can see how long that is. And then we'll work on the trim. So come back after you've made it, well, I would say, you know, make it to about your ears and then come back, and then I'll let you know what the measurement is and we can continue on from there. Okay, I brought it down to the length that I wanted. It's a little bit past my ears, so I won't need such a large brim. So on this one that I did before the brim, I went down 6 inches, which is 15 and a half centimeters. And then on this one, I went down almost 7 and a half. Half is right there, so what do they call that? 3/8? I don't know. And then on the back, about 19 centimeters. So I've decided that I really don't like this brim for this hat. I'll show you how to do it in case you do and you would like to. But I'm going to do the front post, back post, half double crochet, or double crochet on this brim. I'll show you this first, and then I'll pull out what I was doing, and I'll show you the other way. So you have 2 options then for brims for this hat. So the brim like this. You're going to take your next color. I've got to pull this one tight. You're going to chain 10 or however long you want the brim to be. 3, 4, 5, 6. Oops, I picked up the wrong hook. 7, 8, 9, 10. Then you're going to single crochet down, starting in the 2nd chain from the hook. Sorry, this is taking a minute. And then the stitch for this row is right here. So you're going to go in there and pull up. But then you're starting the next row. So you'll get your next color and you'll slip stitch into the next stitch. So you're going to slip stitch into the stitch that's the row you're on, and then slip stitch into the next stitch, yarn over and pull through, and now you're starting the next row. You're going to single crochet into the back loop only of this row. And you're going to come down with the same color because your other color's down here. Chain 1, go in the back loop only all the way down. And then we're going to basically just start over. You'll slip stitch into this rose stitch, and then with the other color you'll slip stitch into the next rose stitch. And go back up and down. So I'm not going to do another row. I'll just show you. You can kind of get the idea of how that's going to look on this. And it's okay. It's just, I think I like the front post, back post better for this. I think it's a little too busy. This one was just an experiment because I really like this stitch, but I was trying to figure out what kind of brim to put on it, and I think I would have been happier if I did the front post, back post on that. All right, so let me pull this out, and I'm going to show you the front post, back post. Okay, so you're going to take the next color in your sequence, or if you want the brim to be a totally different color, you can do that. Or if you want the brim to be all one color, like if you wanted an all white or an all black brim, you can do that. You can choose whatever colors you want to do for this. I'm going to alternate just to kind of keep up the pattern. You chain 2, and then for the first round, you just double crochet in each stitch around. We're not doing any front post, back post yet. We need to have one round of just double crochet. So I'll do one more here to show you, and then I'll turn this off. We can finish the round and come back when we're done. Okay, we're back around. I'm going to join up with the other color. You can, I'm sorry, I'd have to get the yarn ball there. You can choose whatever, oops, wrong color. You can choose whichever color you would like for your next round. Chain 2. From here on out, every time there's a front post, you're going to continue with the front post. Whenever there's a back post, you put another back post into it. It'll be this way for every round, and you're just going to go for as many rounds as you would like it long. So you can see how the front post just continues down. I'll do a couple more stitches to show you. Front post and the front post, so you can kind of get an idea of how this looks. Back post in the back post. You can see that there. I also have it in this hat here. You can see how the front posts. So just continue that pattern with the rounds until the hat is as long as you would like it to be. And then I'll come back and show you my hat. And now you know how to do it. Here it is finished. I just love this design. I hope you've enjoyed it too. I would love to see if you make it. I would love it if you would tag me so I can see how it turned out. Have a great day. Thanks for watching. Bye.